of a South Texas College of Law student named Raymond Balacia. Ray got in touch with us, and at first I thought, okay, one law student is getting in touch with us. But by the end of the day, we had emails from the dean, and we were in contact with Professor Drew Stevenson, who was helping us to establish a collaboration agreement between the Baker Institute Drug Policy Program and the South Texas College of Law. And over a series of meetings, what we came up with was the students at the South Texas College of Law would write in their public law courses model legislation, carefully thought out legislation, on what marijuana legalization would look like right here in the state of Texas. So for their assignment, they would write model legislation for the state of Texas. The students wrote 19 statutes, and they're available on our Baker Institute website. And they wrote about things that you might not expect at first glance. This is a label. It goes on your food, right? We just take it for granted. It's always there. Some of us look at it, some of us don't. But it tells us what's in it so that we can make informed decisions. What should be on a cannabis label so that you can make informed decisions about what to put in your body? What kind of regulations should be there? I want to read to you very briefly an example of what one of the students wrote so that you can get a sense of how carefully they thought this through. I'm going to go through it really, really fast. It shall be unlawful for any person to manufacture, package, sell, offer to sell, or distribute within an acting state any cannabis, the package of which fails to bear, in accordance with the requirements of this section, a label depicting the following information. A. Minimum percentage is required by law of THC and CBD in each package of cannabis sold to the public. B. Percentage of THC contained in the package of cannabis. C. Percentage of CBD contained in the package of cannabis. D. Strain or type of cannabis listed by scientific names, if available, and generic or slang names. E. Warnings of any side effects, whether physical, mental, or otherwise associated with a particular strain of cannabis. I'm going to skip down. My personal favorite. J. Suggested or advised ingestion amount based on percentage of THC and CBD contained in the cannabis and consumer weight. This is an example of how carefully the students thought these things through. Now, the Baker Institute and the South Texas College of Law, we do not necessarily endorse any of the statutes. Some of the statutes actually contradict each other. Students wrote 19 separate statutes, but they were very carefully laid out. And what we wanted to produce was a menu, an array of options that leaders, policymakers, civil society leaders could look at when they're carefully thinking through what marijuana legalization should look like in the state of Texas. In the next session of the course, which is already meeting, we produced so much in terms of 19 statutes, more than 400 pages of statutes and commentary. We decided we wanted to put them into groups and create uniform codes along the different various models of legalization. And there are 4 models that the students are looking at. Full private sector-led legalization, a state monopoly model where the state maintains a monopoly on cultivation, distribution, sale, etc., a medical marijuana legalization statute, and a decriminalization statute. If marijuana legalization is coming to the state of Texas, and we want to make sure that it comes in a responsible and mature fashion, well thought out, if it comes and we don't like how it turns out, we will have no one to blame but ourselves. So we at the Baker Institute and the South Texas College of Law call upon you to actively engage in this debate as it arises, to carefully think through what a marijuana legalization regime should entail and what should be considered. I want to thank you for your time and thank you for letting me share.